Hello, welcome to RTL Wireless News. I'm Roberta Prescott covering Mobile World Congress for RTL Wireless News. And I'm here with Fabian Catala. He's the Regional Sales Manager for Ruckus Wireless covering Latin America. Fabian, how is Latin America deploying Wi-Fi? How Latin America carriers are deploying Wi-Fi to data offload? Have you seen a growth in the past couple of years?
Yeah, well, I mean, this is an important growing going on in Latin America. I think in particular in the last year we have just seen an aggressive ramp up that will continue. In particular, I mean, from carrier's point of view, offloading has become a critical piece in order to offer a better quality of services for the end users. In particular countries, there are some problems with the spectrum, so you need to make the offload at any time it's possible. I mean, also the Wi-Fi gives you the possibility of make a benefit from the cost point of view, because the price per bit transported over the Wi-Fi is much more less expensive than over the licensed network. So definitely the carriers are implementing offloading in major of the countries over LatAm. And also, not only as offloading, carriers are also implementing managed services using Wi-Fi. So all this under a controlled environment, controlled by their own network, and the carrier define when to go into an offloading and when not to go into an offloading for the end user. So that gives them that flexibility of take the control of the end user at any time.
And do you see carriers more worried about deploying this Wi-Fi hotspots to offload data? Can you? I know you just made a partnership. You had a new contract with telecom carriers. Can you comment on that?
Well, I cannot develop the names, but specifically in LatAm, we are closing, a lot of contracts we have been closing with major carriers in LatAm, and they are utilizing Wi-Fi as a way to complement the services. I mean, we need to see the Wi-Fi not as a way to compete with the license, it's a way to complement and to offer offloading. Also, the operator has the challenge of indoor coverage, okay? Because from the macro point of view, you can provide an excellent coverage in outdoor, but not in indoor. So that's why Wi-Fi gives the possibility of the carrier to have a very good in-building penetration.
Ruckus was involved in the Brazil FIFA World Cup.
Yes.
How was that? And after we are just in March, and it happens in last June, July in Brazil. Can you comment on results or conclusions? How do you see the development and the Wi-Fi deployment for the World Cup?
Yeah, and thank you for asking about that, because for us it was really a very successful case. I mean, there were, a kind of consortium. We offered our products and were installed in the stadiums, and we see about 30% of the adoption of the Wi-Fi over the total people presented in the World Cup, and the results were really amazing. I mean, the amount of traffic offloaded on the Wi-Fi was, incredible. We reached an incredible amount of traffic over the network, and also the adoption was, because it was based on the SIM credentials, so it was totally transparent from the end user. So there were 4 service providers that make it publish their own SSIDs, and it was no need to make nothing on the terminal, just an automatic connection going into the backhauling and register automatically into the network. So totally transparent from the user point of view. That make it very friendly. Okay.
You comment on a spectrum and license, and we are hearing about LTE deploying using unlicensed spectrum. I know it can be a little earlier for Latin America, but in your perspective, what can we expect?
Well, I think their technology will continue to evolve. We are supporting all that as a Ruckus, and we see basically that link aggregation, the Wi-Fi link aggregation for LTE is going to be something that we're going to start seeing in the next year in our markets, no doubt about that. And at the end, for the carriers, it's going to be, much more bandwidth to be offered to the end user, because that's what they need. I mean, we know that the traffic, data traffic is growing and growing, and it looks like it's never end, So every time you offer more bandwidth, the end user takes more, and it will continue.
But any guess when we are going to see that?
Well, no, it's, maybe next year we're going to start seeing, the first deployment, the first trial. I think so.
Thank you a lot for this interview.
Thank you very much for coming.
And thank you for joining Arshia Wireless News. Follow up our coverage of Mobile World Congress on our website.